Hey YouTube, welcome back. Today's video is going to be all about how I come up with the ideas or 3D modeling ideas to sell on Etsy. So let's dive right into it. When it comes to coming up with ideas, it could be very frustrating. It's also hard to find something that you want to sell personally out there that's not already in the market. So what I do in that case is look for personal problems. For example, I own equipment and I wish there was an attachment that would make my life easier to use that equipment. So I look to solve problems for myself, and I'm pretty sure there's other people that own the same equipment, wish they had something like an attachment that they could make to enhance their experience with that equipment. What I mean by that is, for example, this Netatmo device. This thing is used for weather monitoring, but this thing also reads noise decibel. So I used to have an Airbnb business. For me, I needed a noise decibel device. And I did some research and I found that this not only records weather or the temperature inside the house, but also reads the noise decibel. So I thought that this would come in very handy, which it did. But the problem was I didn't want something like this to be sitting on a table, because somebody can just come over and just unplug it and throw it away, or I just did not want anybody to touch this equipment. So what I needed was something like a stand for it to be hooked up on a wall, but somewhere high up there. Netatmo didn't even have anything like that for it to be mounted up on a wall. So that was my problem. And I'm sure there's other people that owns a device like this and has Airbnb and wish they had something that would hold this in place up at the very top by the ceiling. So today I'm going to show you how I create a 3D model that will hold this in place, and you're able to mount this on a wall without anybody altering the device. So let me show you how I do it. Also, first thing first, if you did not watch my last video, I talked about having a digital caliper. So today, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I use my digital caliper to measure my 3D models. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is measure the diameter of this device, right? So I'm going to use my caliper, and I don't want this to be sitting very tight. I want some space that way it's sitting there comfortably. So I'm going to go a little wider than the device itself, and seems like I'm comfortable with 2.02 inches. Over here, you can change it to millimeter or inches. I just work with inches. Makes me do my math a lot easier in my head. So that's what I'm going with. So when I 3D model, this is the spacing that I need for this device to be sitting there comfortably. So let me show you how I do my 3D modeling. So I will be using Tinkercad to 3D model my idea, but I'm not going to show you guys a whole tutorial how to use Tinkercad right now, because it's going to be a very long video if I did. That's for another video in the future. But as of right now, let me fast forward this. That way you guys can see what the end result come out to. This is the 3D model that I just created with Tinkercad. Something very simple. Took me about 15 to 20 minutes max. So what I'm going to do is go ahead, and this is on Bambu Lab, by the way. This is their software. So what I'm going to do is slice it. And I would like to see, this gives you a lot of information here. So it's going to take about 48 minutes to print this model right here. And it's going to cost me about 36 cents. This things are already preset. I have done my presets already. That's why it's giving me all this information. So if you're printing, just play around with the software. You'll learn a lot. That's literally what I did. And it's not rocket science. So right now I'm going to go over here and click on speed. And I do see that this is going to print fairly quick, But when it comes to this right here, since this right here is so thin, it's going to go very slow, making sure that it stays. And I'm perfectly fine with that. So what I'm going to do now, I'm satisfied. So I'm going to go ahead and click on print. So after I hit print, Bambu Lab right now is doing its calibration, making sure the print comes out nice and clean, also leveling the bed itself. One thing about this printer or Bambu Lab, these things are so advanced that they know how to do bed leveling on their own. We'll let it do its calibration and then I'll show you guys when the print starts. So here you go. It started printing. It's creating the first layer. So I will show you guys what the results come out to at the end. So stay tuned. So my model just got done printing. I'm going to be very careful taking it off the bed. And it came right off. Let's go and test it out. So let's check it out. Perfect. There's enough space for it to sit there comfortably. What I will do, just take this, take it all the way up to the very top, make 2 holes, and place this. So there you have it. I hope this video was helpful to some of you. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give this video a thumbs up, or if this is your first time to my channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe. I am trying to make content like this as much as possible to hopefully teach you guys something from my mistakes, and I can learn from you. I'm gonna leave this video here for now, and I'll see you guys next time.